What is up, ladies and gents? It's your boy Jermaine Event, main on MMA. Today we are checking out a video from the channel AngoSports. So the other day on the Ariel Helwani show, it was announced breaking news, kind of breaking news. This was announced years ago and then it didn't happen. And now it's re-breaking news that the Global Fight League is starting this new MMA promotion. It's now breaking news that it is again happening. All right. It was supposed to happen in 2023. Didn't hear anything about it. And now it's going to happen in 2025. They have announced a list of fighters. I feel some type of way. But let's check out this video from the channel AngoSports. React to their take on it. I'll give my take on the situation. Hopefully they'll go into everything that I want to cover on this. If not, then, we'll try to deep dive. But yeah, let's check out this video from the channel AngoSports.
Watch out, Dana White. The UFC might have new competition, and if all goes well, this could be pretty damn big. Ladies and gentlemen, the Global Fight League is here. What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to AngoSports. We got a little bit of breaking news. Today on the Ariel Helwani show, the Global Fight League has officially been revealed. This is a new fight league that composes of teams spread out through 4 different continents. There's an actual draft. There's over 300 fighters who have been signed. This is really, really, really dope. Really excited to see. He's
real hype on it. I'm not that hype. I'll just interrupt right now. I didn't think he was going to take this stance on it. And I'll try to find it if I can and watch it in here after this video. But there was a clip where the guy who's starting the Global Fight League, he went on to the Ariel Helwani show to explain. I'm just going to interject. He went on the Ariel Helwani show years ago to explain like the league and why he was starting. He just went on he just went on and on about his issues with Ali Abdelaziz. All right. He had a personal beef against Ali Abdelaziz and he just kept talking about this. And it really made the whole idea of the league look like a joke. Like it was a spiteful thing to get back at the UFC's baby in Ali Abdelaziz. It was weird, but here we go.
Really excited to see what this transpires to, because basically what they are doing is taking the concept of MMA, as we have seen with the UFC and Bellator and all these other organizations, and what they're doing is kind of giving it a season element, kind of like what we see with other sports leagues like the NBA, NFL, NHL, and etc. Now, what's really crazy is the list of names who are already signed with the GFL. I want to take a look at this really quick. Ladies and gentlemen, these are top 50 most...
This list is whack. He seems excited. Bro, right there, top name, Tyron Woodley. Who just got knocked out by Jake Paul. Was getting beat up in the UFC, wouldn't throw punches. I fucks with Anthony Pettis. You got Verdum, Alexei Oleinik, Dos Santos, Hector Lombard, bruh. Luke Rockhold. Bro, there's a few fighters. Kevin Lee, I'm hype about. Thiago Santos, didn't he just test positive for steroids? I feel like half these people just tested positive for steroids. I like that Bubba Jenkins is over there. I like Bubba Jenkins. But I'm not hype about most of this list. Pardon me. Not hype about most of this list.
Followed fighters who have signed with the GFL. Definitely some notable names. We have Tyrone Woodley, Fabricio Werdum.
Wanderlei Silva. What are we talking about? Wanderlei Silva. Is that the real Wanderlei?
Anthony Pettis, Alexei Olenek, JDS, Hector Lombard, Luke Rockhold. We got Wanderlei Silva. We got Alex Gustafson. We got Alir Latifi, Jeremy Stevens, Andrei Arlovsky, Kevin
He's 48
Lee, Frank
years
Mir.
old. Wanderlei's 48 years old. What are we talking about here? Why is he excited for this? Wanderlei Silva, when's the last time this guy fought? This is crazy to me. Why is this guy excited? I don't understand it. He hasn't fought since 2018, where he lost due to TKO to Quentin Rampage Jackson. All right, in Bellator. Hasn't fought since 2018, where he got knocked out or TKO. He's 48. And he's excited. You should not be excited about this, bruh. This is sad. You know what else I refuse to watch when I look at this list? Marlon fucking Moraes. All right? I'm not watching Marlon Moraes get knocked out. I refuse. All right? I'm telling you right now, I'm not watching Marlon Moraes fight. They got Greg Hardy, man. Very controversial. Very controversial signing. I don't know how this guy is so excited for this. Like, I'm hyped for Kevin Lee, if anything.
We got Marlon Moraes. We got Greg Hardy.
Bro, he don't even know these niggas. Marlon Moraes. He doesn't even know that the PFL is in a season just like what the GFL is doing right now. He's like, they're doing it like a season. I don't mean to be hating, but he didn't mention that the PFL also does a season.
We have so many different names in this group of people. As you guys can see, this is the full list.
And it's a terrible list.
Santos is on here. Oh, man. This is really, really, really interesting. But what's really even more interesting is this entire concept, because usually
Frank Mir, nigga.
And then they never actually.
Oh my God! Hold on. We gotta go back. This guy is crazy. I don't know what's going on with this guy. I really don't know what's going on. How old is Frank Mir? He's old. He's probably like 50, 45. They're bringing in Frank Mir. Arlovsky's like 50, right? I think he's in his 40s. That was the hype thing. He was in his 40s. He was still going. They got Gegard Mousasi, Robelis de Spain, who looks trash in the UFC. But he's big as fuck. We're gonna see this Spain versus Greg Hardy. That's probably gonna be the first matchup for those gentlemen. I don't know. Lance Palmer, that's interesting. This is just a weird lineup, man. And the more I look at it, the more I'm just like, ew. The more it's like Bellator. It's the new PFL.
More interesting is this entire concept, because usually you hear of new leagues starting up and then they never actually come to fruition because of the fact that they either go bankrupt or whatever it may be. Shout out to Combat Sports Today, one of my favorite social platforms when it comes to MMA and combat sports. They had a little bit of a breakdown on social media, but there are 6 teams, and 6 teams will be compiled of 20 roster members. Now, there's over 300 fighters who have signed with the GFL. However, only 120 fighters will be drafted. There's going to be 20 fighters per team, and there's going to be 10 divisions. And the way that they're going to separate it with each team is that there's going to be 2 fighters per division on each team. The GFL draft will begin in January 2025, and Darren Owens also revealed that GFL... they have the venues booked. They have a whole bunch of stuff in the works. One thing that was really crazy to me, before I start getting into opinions and stuff, the one thing I found very fascinating is the fact that they are going with the team element, because with only 6 teams, you have to wonder if they are ever going to expand this into a thing where maybe there's 15 or 20 teams, right? Obviously, you have
No,
to start off small. We see
it's
how
not gonna make it.
they have such deep rosters, right? And like some of those people, realistically, they're not going to stay in UFC forever. So this gives them another place to go. I found it really interesting. Gegard Mousasi, he's a name that's been brought up a lot. We saw him go to PFL, and then he had his issues with PFL. He wasn't going to go back to the UFC, but now he has a chance to come here. And I think that's really cool. I like the idea of them having more options. I don't know what we'll see moving forward. I don't even know if this will truly get off the ground, but it is something that excites me. I am excited to see what happens.
I don't know why. I don't know why. I do not know why. He's excited for this. So I'm trying to look at this man's channel because, oh, he's a new channel. Got way more subscribers than me, though, already. How you got all these subscribers? Like, no videos. Goddamn. But this is the first time he seems to be talking about MMA, and he doesn't even know the fighters' names. He doesn't understand the PFL also does a season. This isn't a new thing to MMA. This isn't a new concept. So there we have the video from AngoSports. He talks about the GFL, but to be honest, I think he left a little bit to be desired in there. Damn, I would go as to far to say he had no fucking idea what he was talking about. What are we talking about here, dude? He doesn't know how to say these fighters' names. He threw Wanderlei Silva out there, and I feel like maybe he played a video game back in the day. Maybe he saw The Ultimate Fighter. He's seen that scene. I can't let you get close. He's aware of these things. I mean, when I was a kid, those guys, I don't think I was watching Pride, but I knew who Wanderlei Silva was. I knew who fucking, I knew who a lot of these niggas was. Alistair Overeem. I'm not sure how I knew. I knew who these niggas was. They were scary. You know what I'm saying? There was some big roided out scary ass dudes back in the day on all the testosterone. And yeah, that dude left a lot to be desired from him talking about that video. I apologize, ladies and gentlemen. That's never happened to me before. And maybe not with something that I was planning to keep on using, but I'm just going to use this one because it's not my fault, old boy. Let's take a look at this website here, man. Right away, you see Tyron Woodley. Yeah, I don't want to join this movement. I don't trust it. I don't believe in it. Not that I don't believe in it, but I don't know if like grabbing like really old. Isn't Alexei Oleinik like 45? I feel like Alexei Oleinik is like 45. His record is 61, 18, and 1. All right. 80 fights. All right. That's where we're at. That's what we're doing now. You're going to put this guy with 80 fights against this fucking young guy, 11 and 1. Is that what we're doing? It seems like what we're doing. Light heavy, Gustafsson. I can't, honestly, I'm telling you, I'm not watching Gustafsson fight. I'm not watching Gustafsson fight. I object. I'm not watching it. Yeah, Gegard. Gents. Sharing revenues with our athletes and developing unparalleled excitement to fans. Yeah, I remember hearing, so yeah, this is what it is. So they're doing the 50-50 revenue split with their fighters. All right. A 50-50 revenue split, which sounds cool, but first you got to sell me on these fights. You got to sell me on this league, actually. You got to get me to want to buy this. And if no one wants to buy this product because you're giving me a 50-year-old Wanderlei Silva, you're giving me a 45-year-old Frank Mir, you're giving me a 45-year-old Alexei Oleinik, all right, you're giving me ridiculous names on this list here. I'm looking at this list like, dude, you're putting Marlon Moraes out there, all right? I'm not buying that. You put Marlon Moraes on a card, I'm not watching it, all right? I'm not watching Marlon Moraes fight. That's for a fact. And I'm telling you right now, I don't feel good about wanting to even watch that card. This company is giving me the ick. You're giving me the ick, Darren. You're giving me the ick. And yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know. That guy was excited because he hasn't been here before. So I'm not excited about the GFL, the Global Fight League, ladies and gents. It's just a lot of old fighters, a lot of fighters past their prime, coming up against a few young up-and-coming fighters. Maybe they can make a name, and then once this whole thing collapses, they can find opportunities elsewhere, maybe in the UFC or Octagon would probably be a good spot. I'm not with this at all. I'm not with it at all. I'm not excited. I think they're going to fail. It's not exciting. It's not exciting. It's not exciting. It's not like they got the hot new fighters or hot young fighters coming up and it's like, damn, homeboy signed over there. It's like, oh, that guy's fighting again? Why is that guy still fighting? Like, again, I'm looking at, oh, that guy's fighting again? That's what I keep thinking when I'm looking at this list. Damn, he's fighting again. Doing the same thing we've already seen we see with PFL. It's got the point system from what I remember. Yeah, let's put this on the screen real quick before we get out of here. So it's like city. It'd be cool if Milwaukee, if Milwaukee's one of these cities, then I'm hyped for this all of a sudden. Right? I'm suddenly hyped for this, and it's not that bad of a global league, of a global fight league. It's cool all of a sudden. But so yeah, it's like every fight counts. Like if you lose by a finish, you get 0 points. But if you lose by a decision, you still get a point. So that's they're doing like PFL has a point system. Like that's why when that guy was like, "Oh, we're doing it like this," it's like, bro, there's another league that does pretty much what they're doing, except without the teams. They're doing what they do. You got 2 points for a draw. Both fighters would get 2 points, 3 points for a decision win, 4 points for a finish, ladies and gents. Too long, but let me know if you guys are excited for the Global Fight League. If you think I'm wrong, let me know where you see this fight league going. Do you see it being successful? Maybe there's something I don't understand about this league, but I don't think it will work, ladies and gents. But thank you guys for being here. Hit that like, hit that subscribe, and I will see you guys when I see you. I'll holla.